So this is the delicious burrito recipe that you will gonna ask for more. So keep on watching because I will gonna be sharing you the secret, guys, on how to cook this delicious burrito. So first, of course, we will gonna be using a cooking oil, whether it's gonna be avocado, olive oil, or whichever cooking oil that you have in your kitchen. Doesn't need to have the same or exact one that I do have here. And we will gonna, of course, saute first the white onion that I chop very fine. So just to make sure that all the sweetness from this onion will gonna come out, and of course we don't have to burn it. We can also add our chopped garlic here, and we also don't like to make it like brown because it will gonna add like bitterness taste or bitter taste rather to our burrito, so we don't like that to happen. So after that, I already boiled the ground beef meat, so and drain, of course, just to make sure that the excessive fats from the meat has been removed. And I will gonna stir it in just to make sure that upside down it will gonna be cooked. And I'll add some more water. You can also use chicken broth or beef broth if you wanted to, but yeah, I do have one in the refrigerator, but I forgot to get it. But I will gonna be using that chicken broth for later for my fried rice. So just keep adding a little amount of water just to make sure, guys, that our meat will actually be tender. So when we are already sure that the meat is tender enough, so then we are good to go, and we can add, of course, our best taco or burrito seasoning in an original flavor. And actually this amount of ground beef that I do have here will gonna serve 5 wrap taco burritos or beef burrito. So it is so amazing. As well as you get to see to my intro, I partner it with some spicy sauce, but of course it's up to you guys if you also wanted to add some more white cheese or on top of your burrito. Well, anyway, so we just have to wait until the beef is cooked nicely and tender, so we are ready to go. And of course, we're gonna add our favorite seasoning for this burrito to add the very, very delicious flavor that we are longing for. So yeah, exaggerate a little bit. But anyway, yeah, it keeps on smoking a little bit. And yeah, I will gonna be sharing with you guys if what is the brand. But before that, of course, we were gonna be putting some additional water because I really wanted to have our meat cooked and very, very tender. And of course, we don't have to forget this bay leaves because it will gonna add some flavor into it too. Just 4 pieces of these leaves is actually enough. This type of spices will gonna add additional flavor that will gonna pop up and have the additional flavor for our meat. Okay, so let's let it simmer for some minutes. And I added some tiny amount of brown sugar just again to add additional flavor, and stir it a little bit just to make sure that it will gonna even out the flavor with all the ground beef here in our pan. So, and then we just have to wait, let it simmer, and that's the burrito or taco seasoning that I normally use. And I mix it with 1 cup of water. You can have the lukewarm water, not the warm one, so it will gonna have or create some lumps in it. So lukewarm is just absolutely fine. Don't use the cold one too. And yeah, that's the nice taco or burrito seasoning in original flavor. They also had the mild and ranch flavor, but I really prefer the original flavor because that's really tastes like in the Mexican restaurant over here, with the one that we normally have our supper or dinner with the family. I mean, together with the family. So because here in the United States there would be a lot of like Mexican restaurant, and there would be some that they do have really a nice and delicious burrito, and that would be one of their best sellers. So but like these days, because due to inflation, guys, so everything kind of like have a high price when you eat nowadays in a fast food. It's the same with the fries to the restaurant, so that's why normally we chose to eat in a restaurant. So yeah, anyway, going back to this, so I added some shredded cheese. So this is actually sharp cheddar cheese, so it will gonna add some cream flavor into it. And but yeah, I mean, going back, since due to inflation, guys, so I really prefer like to cook some home cooked meals these days, just to save much more because of course the taxes are keep going up. Like there would be like price increase. So yeah, that's why it's better to cook at home. So after that, since it's been already cooked, so I use this lavanderita tortilla to wrap, of course, our beef burrito, and I will gonna put this cheese slices. The brand is, this is white American cheese from the brand Cruff. So this is my favorite white American cheese, and top it up again with our cooked beef burrito meat, and of course we will just gonna wrap it. That's how simple it is, guys, and I hope that you can do it at home too. It's so easy, and all of the ingredients are easy. I mean, it's very easy to find in the supermarket, even I think wherever you are in the world. But yeah, I normally get my groceries from Walmart, sometimes in Kroger and Publix. But you know, compared to all of those supermarket, of course Walmart is way more cheaper. But nowadays, I mean, it's not that cheaper, to be honest, but at least you will save a little bit compared to the other supermarket. So I will just gonna rub the rest of it, and of course, yeah, we're gonna go back because we have to have our fried rice. So I didn't clean the pan, the cooking pan that we use, because it's important to have this leftover flavor from the beef burrito that we cook. And then I'm gonna be adding again the 2-in-1 avocado and olive oil, and I'm gonna add, of course, some minced garlic into it to add additional flavor again. So this time I've already got the chicken broth in our refrigerator, so I'm just gonna stir it first and let the garlic to be cooked a little bit, but not too brown. I don't like the bitterness taste or the bitter taste to the rice, because it will gonna ruin the delicious vibe of the food. So yeah, I'll be adding a little bit, just a little bit amount of chicken broth, and I mean, keep adding little by little until the desired amount that you wanted, just to make sure that it will gonna pop up the flavor to the rice for later. So, and keep stirring it and make it simmer a little bit. And after that, yeah, I'll add a little more beef burrito here, the one that we cook, just to add additional flavor for the rice later. So it's gonna, it seems like we're cooking a beef chow pan. But yeah, anyway, I told you guys that, yeah, this is what I normally do with our leftover rice. So I put it in the refrigerator, and then the next day I was gonna do a fried rice. So my fried rice in different varieties, so it's, I will not gonna stick on this flavor. But if you wanted me like to share some type of fried rice, guys, if you're interested, so please just comment down in the comment section, and I will be so happy to actually film that for you guys. So yeah, and then I also have a freshly cooked rice, because that's not enough, because I will not be the only one that will gonna be eating it. Of course my husband will gonna eat, suffer too. So I will gonna add some freshly cooked rice, and yeah, I will gonna stir it, mix it well together, just to make sure that all the flavor from the bottom will actually reach every pieces of this delicious rice. So we're just keep doing it until it's cooked, and then we will gonna, of course, arrange it and do the plating. And I'm so excited because, of course, we will gonna do our favorite part, which is we have to taste and eat it. So yeah, stir it a little bit just to make sure that every tiny pieces of this rice is actually fully cooked. And yeah, I have here a nice decent plate, and I started plating. And of course I will gonna put some dried parsley, and I will just gonna cut it. You see, it is actually delicious, guys, so give it a try. You can use those spicy sauces if you want to. We'll see you next time.